All right, so we're back still on our Blackboard site. And what I want you to do is to go ahead and download the syllabus. And because we're going to talk about that right now, let me make this a little bigger here. You definitely want to print this out and keep it handy. I do write this before we get going, so if there are things that I modify on the syllabus, those dates will show up on the weekly modules if something changes. So here you have the way to get a hold of me. Email is really the easiest way to get a hold of me. I'm out at schools a lot, or sending me a text to my cell phone is fine. If you look at the course overview, our goal is not that you're going to become these prize-winning researchers, but rather that you understand how research works, and that as educators, you can look at research and determine what is quality, what is not quality, so that you can advocate for the best things for our students. So there are the outcomes. Those probably look overwhelming right now. Don't worry about it. We'll be coming back to those later. And then I put in the weekly schedule, which is really the same things that are there available to you on Blackboard, but for people who like that tangible copy. So you can see this week we're doing the first 3 modules, and you can see over here of what's due and what's due with the reading. So we just go through that. And let's talk a little bit about the course policies. With this being such a short class, you need to be logging on to Blackboard at least 3 times a week, if not more. You also need to be checking your Laverne email on a regular basis. And because we're condensing it, you need to budget a minimum of 15 to 20 hours per week to watch the modules, the videos, to do the reading and the assignments. The nice thing is you can work on this at any time of day or night. I will have each module up early on a Monday morning, and then you need to have things done by Sunday evening of that week. And obviously there might be like discussion board questions might be due a little earlier in the week to give you time to be able to react to each other. And my goal is to help you be successful. So if you want to come in and meet with me, if you want to do a Skype appointment, a virtual appointment, either one of those is fine. That's the front office number to call and set up an appointment. And if you want to Skype, just send me an email and we'll set up a time to do that. Now, we've had some issues with Blackboard, but I think we've got most of them worked out. It just doesn't work well if you're still using Internet Explorer. Don't. I would use Firefox, Chrome. All of your papers, please send them to me as Word documents. Sometimes people send them to me as a Google Doc, and I don't use my ULV Gmail account very often, so I use my personal Gmail. So just send it to me just convert it from a Google Doc to a Word doc. There you've got the contact information if you're having any technical issues. Also, we have a writing support center. They do have some help. It's kind of minimal, but with APA format. And here, all assignments need to be typed. You'll submit all of them via Blackboard. And you'll see we have our first assignment is due kind of right away. There's a description of each one of these, and there's also an overview video that I'll show you in just a second. There's also a rubric. For most of these assignments, there's a sample as well. So I'm giving you the tools of the things that you need to do to be successful. And participation is huge. So you will get your participation points by participating in the blogs, right, doing things in a timely manner, so that I see evidence that you are interacting with the content and with your peers. So when you look at the grade distribution, these are those 4 assignments that were listed above. Here is your Blackboard discussion questions. There's your participation, and there is an online final exam at the end of the course. We'll do a sample together, and then I'll have it open on a Saturday from early in the morning till the evening for you to go in and do that. It is timed, so once you start it, it's 90 minutes. You need to finish it in one sitting. And then there's the breakdown of the grades. And just a reminder that all of your work needs to be original. We have 2 required textbooks. Yes, you want them. This publication manual you will use in your Issues of Teaching class 590 and also in 596. So you want to have that. Make sure you have the most current edition. And just a reminder of the behaviors that you should expect from me and that I expect from you. And then I want to talk to you a little bit about pathways to success. Because with this being such a condensed class, you really need to be on top of things. So my suggestion is you start on a Monday and you do the first module and all of the activities that go along with it and the reading. And then on Tuesday, you do the second module, all the reading that goes with it. And then on Wednesday, you do the third one, if there's a third one. And then the rest of the week, it allows you to work on those outside assignments. So you'll get the content at the beginning of the week, and then you're applying it later on. You need to participate in the activities. They're designed to help solidify your understanding. And stay on top of the reading. That's really going to help you out a lot. If there's something that's not making sense, please email me, right? I'm here to help you. Don't wait until 2 weeks later. I never understood that, right? If I need to sit with you and go over it again, I'm more than happy to do that. Also, make sure you utilize the resources that I've provided for you for the assignments. Watch the overview video. The nice thing about videos too is you can watch it 10 times if you need to. Review the rubrics. Look at the sample papers. All of those are resources for you. Make sure you're using the APA manual. It's very detail oriented. You have to be looking at where does that period go? What's in caps? What's not? All of those things are in the APA manual. Chapter 2 has several sample papers that are really helpful, I think, for you to use. And then please proofread your work. I tell people to read it at least 3 times. Once, just looking through for content. Does the content make sense? A second time for grammar and mechanics. And then a third time for your APA format. You get graded on those things. This is a master's level course. So we expect that your writing is that of a graduate level student. All right. So that's the syllabus. Let's go back to then our Blackboard.